CHAN matters are concerned. Bwana Musonye, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Second time in a row and a month in this program.
Yes, it's my pleasure indeed.
Lots of headache. Are you getting sleep or endless phone calls?
Many phone calls. Little sleep. Many phone calls, little sleep. Yeah.
But for the good of the nation.
We are marching on for the good of the nation. Yeah.
First things first, a lot of things have happened in the last couple of weeks. And of course, as a country, we've ended the group stage matches. Now we are focusing to the quarters. How has it been so far, organizing this tourney?
It has been very, very difficult. But I want to thank God for where He has taken us and where we are heading to. From the beginning, it was very challenging. Because as you realize, Kenya has not hosted any serious event for the last 40 years. Those who are mature enough can only remember 1987 when we hosted the All African Games. Some of these younger people were not there. So when we brought this tournament here for CHAN 2024, the challenges would be there. And I remember I even told the government that we shall face many challenges in organizing this event. One, we have a youth age that do not remember or they don't even know that the Kenya once hosted this event. This is a new thing to them. We have to deal with it. Then there's a challenge of infrastructure, which was there, and we had to deal with it. So there have been very many challenges. But we have managed to bring the tournament to where it is now. Despite all those challenges, the government has been very firm, committed to ensure that we organize an event that is international standards. So despite all those challenges we have faced in the beginning, we were able to put up something decent. It may not be very, very decent, but we have tried to put up something that looks decent. And we have managed at least where we have reached.
And actually, talking of decency, Kasarani was built in '87 for the All African Games. That was during the tenure of President, the late Daniel Arap Moi. It's taken us 40 years to put up another stadium. Talanta Sport City is underway and is projected to be completed by December this year.
Look, when you talk of 40 years, a country has not put up a new stadium. 40 years. You should ask yourself why. What kind of stuff is this? All these countries are building stadia. But it was only Moi who built Nyayo and Kasarani. Now we have President Ruto who has built Talanta and he has renovated Nyayo.
Kasarani, which now looks
so in 40 years, we have been stagnant in terms of infrastructure. So we should thank President Moi and President Ruto for putting sports in their mind of thinking. Because, football and sports in general is a unifying factor. You have seen for the last 3 weeks how the country looks like. Football has brought Kenyans together. And that is what you should do. We should continue doing so.
And now, the big question, I'll be coming into the nitty-gritty, but the big question is, this is just a dress rehearsal ahead of AFCON 2027. It might appear far, but not, because we just have 2026 to go. And that's even a higher competition. We're having all these African stars coming to Nairobi, to Dar, to Kampala for the game. And that requires even more preparations, tighter security, better roads, and all that. From experience right now, probably after this tourney, what do we need to do differently so that in 2027 again we are not running against time, last-minute touches to get our facilities?
I am the chairman of the LOC. I am compiling my comprehensive report regarding this competition and AFCON. It will be a very interesting report for those who are keen to read, scan, and read properly what I will say, because AFCON is different. This is like a rehearsal. That is the main event. We should not fall in the same trap and same mistakes that we have done during AFCON.
During CHAN?
Sorry. I mean, when you organize AFCON. So I'll be compiling my report, specifying what I think we should do and what we have gone through and what must be done to ensure that we have a seamless AFCON in 2027. It's only 1.5 years from now. If we go by the same timetable like now, it's only maybe 1.5, 2 years.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. the fan watch zones.
Yes.
This should have been in your plan from the onset.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took some unfortunate scene at Kasarani for CAF to read the Riot Act, but this should have been done from the onset. You've sat in numerous CAF committees. Yeah. You are CECAFA SG, and you've traveled the world. We've been within some of these tournaments, and fan zone is one of the first things a host country organizes. Why did it take us all this long?
We, as I've told you, we have had challenges. And you know, when you're organizing a tournament of this magnitude, the financial implication is massive. Most of the resources that the government had to be put into infrastructure. As I told you before, earlier, we didn't have a stadium in this country. We were starting from nothing. Nyayo was almost gone. Kasarani was a box of something, an old box that cannot host anything. So all the money that we had, where the money government, huge part of it, had to go into infrastructure. We had to forego some other activities along the way to ensure that the infrastructure is in good order for the matches to be played. Our budget was, part of our budget was to have fan zones across the country, not only in Nairobi, because we know football is popular in this country. You go to Marisabit, people are watching football. You go to Mumias, people are watching football. You go to Garissa, people are watching football. So we had planned that we have big fan zone areas across the country. But because of some limitation resources, we had planned that we do it from the quarterfinal stage. But we were being overwhelmed. The number of spectators coming to Kasarani were overwhelming. So we said, look, let us, we went to our minister, Bwana Mvurya, tukamwambia, let us get whatever we can.
Yes.
To mitigate against this threat of these masses breaking into the stadium and making us pay penalties. So he said, look, we'll do whatever we can. And then the president himself also realized that there is danger coming. So we had to do something 2 days ago. And I want to thank Citizen TV and other media houses.
Royal Media Services.
Yes, Royal Media Services. You went out of your way to educate our people also that we shall have fan zones. Those ones who don't have tickets don't go to Kasarani. Go and watch fan zones. You did very well as a media. This really helped us yesterday, because if we didn't have fan zones yesterday, we would have had a very big problem at Kasarani because of the magnitude of the match and the interest that this tournament has inspired in this country.
Absolutely. And I want to ask you, because we've paid the price for what happened against Morocco, 27,000 fans at Kasarani. But from your inner operations, inner dealings, you sat in numerous CAF committees. What does this portend heading to the quarterfinals, which is on Friday? It's midweek, high-stakes game against Madagascar. We win, we are into the semis. Are we likely to see again Kasarani, are we likely to see CAF limiting the fan attendance, or we could now go full house? We
are talking to CAF. LOC is talking to CAF. FKF, which has been hit hard with these penalties, are also talking to CAF. It's a concerted effort so that we don't limit our fans from attending the matches. And the CAF should be reasonable enough, because our people are getting excited every day as we move forward to these other matches. So we are asking them that what you saw yesterday is good enough that with the proper planning, we can mitigate again that problem of fans breaking into the stadium without paying. So yesterday we did very well, and I'm sure that you saw it. We had serious deployment of the police stewards and all that. So going by what happened yesterday and the organization we had and the planning we had over the week, we did very well. We did very well. So we are asking CAF, be fair enough. We want to fill our Kasarani as before, but we shall enhance our security. And as we do that, we are still appealing to our people. If you don't have a ticket, don't come to stadium. Go to the fan zones. They are there. And God willing, we may do more fan zones if we get resources. we will do more fun zones across the country, and mainly in Nairobi, where the pressure is.
Interesting, Musonye, as former SECAFA Secretary General, this should be a moment of pride for you, because I would say 3 countries under SECAFA jurisdiction, Kenya in the quarters, Tanzania in the quarters, Uganda are on the brink because they are in action tonight, actually from 8 p.m. If they win, they're also in the quarters. This has never happened in the history of football in this part of the world.
You know, I'm the chairman of Pamoja.
Pamoja BDS.
East Africa. I'm the chairman. So I am telling my counterparts in Uganda and Tanzania, prepare your teams well. We want to make the final of CHAN an all East African affair.
Kenya versus Tanzania?
Kenya versus Tanzania or Kenya versus Uganda. Here.
At Kasarani.
So I'm talking to my counterparts in Uganda because I'm the chairman. I'm the overall chairman. We want this one to be a memorable event, so that when you host a tournament of this nature, you don't play the final with foreigners. It won't be exciting. We want to see Kenya play either Tanzania or Uganda. Or maybe, if I'm being democratic,
yes,
Tanzania play Uganda.
No, Kenya has to be there.
But Kenya has to be there.
Yes.
Because I'm the Kenyan LOC, besides being the Pamoja LOC chairman. But what I'm saying is we must have our team in the final. And we have discussed this with the FKF. We have passed these messages to the federation that make sure you prepare your team well. We play in the final. I have told the same to Uganda and Tanzania, that when we used to organize the CAFA, we used to be very, 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 very organized. I want to see the same thing happening in Uganda. Uganda to top their group, Tanzania to top their group the way they have done, and we have topped our group here.
And absolutely. Maybe as we wind up, President Ruto has been very phenomenal in this. Actually, I think as things stand now, sports could turn out to be his legacy project. Look at those players. Today they're going to be 2.5 million richer, taking it cumulatively to 5 million, what they've earned in bonuses. This again has never happened in the history of football in this country.
And a two-bedroom house.
And a two-bedroom house,
Let me talk something about that. When I was made the chairman of the LOC in late December last year, it was only 2 months to the tournament. I went to him, told him, President, we can't organize this tournament in February. Our venues are still construction sites. He said, this tournament must take place. I said, we'll do it. But we had to maneuver with him. I told him, you pick Chesapande, in Chesapande. That's why we call this reprieve to August this year. In short, he has been very instrumental.
And a lot of shuttle diplomacy.
A lot of it. People didn't know, but we had to do it. I told him, you go this way.
Because ordinarily what happens when your venues are not ready, CAF just strips you of the right.
But we had to maneuver in a way that while he was doing this way, I was going, then we say, this is what you have done. That's why we pushed this tournament to August. Besides that campaign, to organize a decent tournament, some decent tournament, we asked him, these players need motivation. He said, I will know what to do. That's what you are saying. He's saying, I'll give you, the players had asked for 5 million for winning a match. He said, no, I'll give you 1 million per win. We were shocked because 1 million per win means 44 million every day they win.
Yes.
44 million every day they win. Then 4 days ago, he said, I'm increasing this amount. What do you think? He said, you do what you think you can do. He said, I'm giving them 2.5 million and a 2-bedroom house, which I know by yesterday evening it was being honored. Because I know how this one has been paid before. I've been seeing it being paid. So no one can say that it's just a story. It is very, very true that they are getting them. And even if you ask the players, they are getting their dues. So I want to thank him for that effort and for that contribution that he has done to motivate the boys.
We're out of time, Nick. We can go on and on, but finally, your closing remarks, maybe in 30 seconds, your call to the
I want to thank Kenyans in general. And as I've said before, the government, the Ministry of Sports, Ministry of Interior, and other stakeholders who have contributed immensely to where we have reached. Because without their contribution, this is a multi-agency engagement. Ministry of Interior has done a lot. Sports Minister has done a lot. Our Minister Mvurya and his peers, and the fans of this country.
Actually, before you forget, the fans, they're playing foul. They can't get those tickets.
Leave ticket kwanza. I want to thank the fans, wherever they are.
Yes.
They have been coming in large numbers and supporting us with some really patriotism has been demonstrated.
They genuinely love the game.
They genuinely love the game, and that's the spirit we want for this country to be united, so that when Harambee is playing, we are one.
And Nick, these people who genuinely love the game, they're the people who should genuinely get those tickets.
Yeah, Kasarani used to be 60,000.
Yes.
After refurbishment, we brought it to 48. Yes. So you can imagine, almost 20 is out of it. Almost 15, 18. Those are very many tickets, very many people. So if we are going to have 48, and Nairobi alone has about 2 million football fans, where do you put them? So they should not be very much worried about that. Now that's why we have put funds across to mitigate on that one.
But now the question is, why can't Zita go to that portal and comfortably buy her 200 bob ticket? It's been a nightmare. Fans are frustrated.
You see, like now, if I tell you Madagascar match, the quarterfinal, I even tried to open myself.
Yes.
I have an access to that portal. I can't get a ticket.
So who is holding this ticket?
No one is holding. When they're on the market, they're snapped. Let me tell you one thing. These tickets are being procured by CAF and sold by CAF. I have no intention at all to interfere in that process. You know me very well. I leave things to work the way they should. Even if CAF have no control over that, these tickets are done by the agency of CAF.
Actually, my bosses are watching, and there's one request and a pledge. We want 10 VIP tickets for Madagascar versus Kenya.
I will need to work around it. Yeah, because even as our tickets are limited, because if we are given, for example, if I'm given 10 VIP.
So those 10 comes to RMS.
If I get, I'll give, because what you have done, I'll give them to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, the boss is happy. Thank you very much. That's Nicholas Musonye. He's the chair of the local organizing committee, and of course, working around the clock to ensure that CHAN 2024 is a success. And of course, this week, we'll be keeping tabs on what's happening at the LOC, the preparations. Are we going to have full house at Kasarani as Madagascar come to town? We're going to tell you that, of course, in our bulletins, in our radio program. So keep it RMS brands. Sporty Monday takes a brief commercial break. But when we return, the other side of the program, we are going to reward you with the tickets to go watch Kenya take on Malagasy. And of course, another question in the second hour. There's footballs there to give and some beautiful scarf. So stay tuned. This is Sporty Monday. Thank you so much.